Hi guys,
and welcome back to another video. This one's slightly different.
It's really different.
Yeah, I'm not actually going to be in this one. I'm going to leave Charlie to do the whole thing on his own.
I've got to host it on my own.
But it is a question we get asked quite a few times about our skincare. So Charlie has a much more rigorous skincare routine than I do. He'll show you mine, don't worry. So we've decided to do a video on it for you so you can see every product that we use and how he looks this perfect. So guys, I'm going to leave you here. Look after him for me.
Bye. So as Will said, this is something we get asked so much in our comments, which is so kind, so thank you all so much for asking. I'm going to share with you all the bits that we both use and just give you our recommendations and what we think of those products. I'm going to jump in the shower, but before I do, I'm going to show you the bits and pieces that I'm going to use in the shower and then come back and we'll do everything else. First up we have Gentle Cleanser. This is from a brand called Oribe, I believe that's how you say it, which is this one. Now these products come from like dermatology kind of facialist type people and places, so they're not the kind of products that you would buy just from a normal retail store or on the internet. They're kind of prescribed products, but they're quite well known, they're everywhere. I actually started getting these products when I used Roaccutane, which is a tablet for acne, which I had really bad a few years ago, and it worked amazingly. But these products were recommended to me then, and I have religiously used them ever since. So this is a really lovely cleanser, which I use every single day. After I've cleansed, I then go in with an exfoliator on the top, which I didn't use when I was on Roaccutane, but now that I'm off it, I do. And this is probably one of my #1 products. I couldn't be without this. So this is the Exfoliating Polish from the same brand, the Zobargy Skin Health. And it is so lovely to use. It has a really cool, like, blue colour, and it has that kind of sandy texture. Oh god, and it just smells so like medical and amazing. So I then use that after, oh god, it's difficult to do up though. I then use that after I have cleansed. I'll just do that the once over my whole face. And for those of you who may not already know this, if you're just starting to watch our videos, I'm a hairdresser and I have used all of the products over the years, but I find that for my hair at the moment, my favourite shampoo is Colorwow Colour Security. The reason I like this is because it is free from sulfates, which is important because I also have a keratin treatment on my hair which stops it from being so frizzy, and sulfates are important not to be in your products to help those type of treatments last longer. And then secondly, I use this conditioner. This is from a brand called Oribe, which probably are the most luxurious hair products I have ever used. This is the Gold Lust Repair and Restore Conditioner. The smell, I wish you could smell it, it's unbelievable. So I use that over the top. So I am going to jump in the shower, use all of those, and then I will come straight back and show you what's next. So guys, I'm out of the shower, still absolutely soaking wet, and I've just remembered a really cool step that I wanted to share with you all. So these are disposable face towels. So instead of using a bath towel to dry your face, you can use one of these instead, which means that you have a clean towel every single time, which is really cool. I mean, they are reusable in the sense that you can like wipe the bathroom down with them. Sometimes I'll dry the screen or like dry off the taps like the shower head and stuff, so as that you don't get that like lime scaly build up. But I don't know if they have made a difference or not since I started using them, but I really love the idea of it, like being a clean towel every single time. I just try and make the most of them when I'm using them. I try not to just do what I just did then and then throw it away, so try and be a little bit economical with it. But while I was in the shower, I did pick up Will's products. As we said at the beginning of this video, we was going to show you what we both use. There are two very different types of people in this household. So Original Source shower gel Will uses obviously a shower gel, face wash, everything. That's what he uses. And when he gets out the shower, Nivea for Men cream. That's it. Do you know what? If you've got good skin, it doesn't really matter too much. But I've had so many problems with my skin over the years that this is how I've got into all of this kind of skincare stuff. So that's why ours are very, very different. But sometimes I'll treat him and say, oh, I'm gonna do you like a facial or something, and I'll use all my products and do it for him. I don't know if it makes a huge difference, but it certainly makes him feel good. So once I've dried my face off, the next thing I will use are these Complexion Renewal pads. Now I've just grabbed this pot out of the bin because there are none left, but those are on order, so I'll have those back soon. But to be honest with you, the exfoliator and the Complexion Renewal pads I only use every kind of third day, so it doesn't matter if I don't use them every day. And it is quite a lot to exfoliate your face and then to use the Complexion Renewal pad over the top. So we'll skip that step for today. The reason I use those first is because I feel like your face needs to dry before you then put anything else on the top. So usually once I've done the pads over my face, I will then start on the hair. As I mentioned earlier, my hair is frizzy and it is quite curly, though the keratin treatment that I was telling you about keeps it much straighter, more of like a wavy texture. But I do use some products. So first off with the hair is this product from Colorwow. This is Dream Coat. Now I swear by this. This really helps to make your hair straighter, not go frizzy, even like under humidity and stuff like that. So when you're away, it really helps. Oh, there we go. It really helps out, and you can be really generous with it. I kind of concentrate on my edges because that is where the texture is the frizziest. And I will put a lot of this on. This does get blow dried in, but I'm not going to do that till the end. So a little bit under here. I feel like it's always the way with men's hair. It's like all of the edges. Any guys out there that have got long hair might be able to relate. So yeah, lots and lots of Dream Coat everywhere. And that is something that you can use every third hair wash. It's meant to last in between. Though sometimes I do use it every time. I don't know if I'm really meant to do that, but I should know because it's my job. But hey ho, I'll just get all my hair back off my face. Stunning. I'm still dripping. My hair just holds the water so much, I feel like it's just all coming out. But next up, this is probably my favourite skincare product at the moment. This is from a brand called Tatcha, and it is the Dewy Skin Cream. This is so good. Such a nice moisturiser. Has kind of like a purpley colour to it. And smells very like spa-like. And it also comes with this, oh, I've just put my fingers in the thing. Has one of those lid protectors on it. Oh well, just put a bit on here instead. Oh God, it's everywhere. It comes with this tiny little applicator spoon. Now normally I just stick my fingers in the pot, but for the purposes of the video, I'm thinking maybe I'll use the little spoon. I don't really know how to do it, so no judgment. That just run out of cream. Oh, is this what you meant to do with these little things? I'm not too sure. I'm actually really generous with moisturiser. I like using loads. I kind of like feeling all shiny and moisturised. I really don't know if I've done that right, but let's give it a go. So this all gets rubbed in, obviously. Oh God, it smells so good. I really, really enjoy this one. By the way, guys, I'm going to leave a link to everything that I mentioned in this video in the description. So if any of you wanted to look any of them up or even give them a try yourself, you can do. That is so much moisturiser. I feel like I probably used too much, but I seem to get on really well with it. Now, after using that exfoliator, I feel so like smooth. Those kind of tiny little bumps, I don't know whether you guys get them, but I get like across my forehead. Sometimes I get like all tiny little dots that aren't really spots. They're just like, I don't know, little funny imperfections. I feel like the exfoliator really helps to lift those off. Another product that I have from Tatcha is the lip mask, which is in this tiny little pot here. That also came with a really cute little spoon, but I don't know where that one's gone. We'll just have to fingers this one. It's kind of like a clear, slightly pink colour, but it is a mask. It stays on for a couple of hours, I'd say. Like, it doesn't absorb really quickly. I really like that, because when I'm Roaccutane, I keep mentioning it, but it's just quite a big deal with me and my skin. My lips were so dry that I was using every kind of lip product to try and keep them from cracking and going crusty, and this one worked really well. So yeah, that's the lip balm. And then to finish off the face, I have the, I don't know if it's REFY or REFY, the brow gel. This is just the clear one, and it actually is getting towards the end, which I never really enjoy as much, the end of it, because I feel like the product is better when it's new. Actually, I could use this mirror here, but I have to really try and work the product into like the root of my brows, because the hairs are really quite coarse. They really have a mind of their own. God, I feel like they need to trim. They're like really long. Honestly, my brows are wild. So all that goes on, I stick them up a little bit, and then inside the lid of the brow gel are two types of kind of brow brushes. So I just use a combination of the two to kind of brush them into the position I want. I don't really want them to be, he says, too false looking. I don't like them like really stuck up. I just like to use it to kind of put them in the right place, which you'll see. I mean, that brow is just, I've stuck them all up everywhere, whereas this one is kind of how I like it to be. So I do find with these brushes you have to clean them, because the product is fairly strong. God, that hair is really long. It's like sticking up. I feel like the guy out of, oh, what is it called? About a Boy? The little boy, because his brows had those like long hairs at the top. I think the actor, he was in Skins as well, if anyone watched that. He was a bit older. I think his brows have always been like it. So I'm just trying to stick down that brow, go down. Oh, I think we might have it. Any excess product I just sort of just like pat in. So that's the brows. It's the brows, the skin, the lips. I've put some Dream Coat in the hair. Body, I've got loads of favourite body products, but this one is the one that I'm using at the moment. This is from Jo Malone. This is the Myrrh and Tonka body cream, and it smells exactly like Myrrh and Tonka. The fragrance from Jo Malone, which is, oh God, I'm dropping bits everywhere, which is so nice. It's quite a thick product, and it kind of acts a bit like a fragrance, like a perfume or aftershave. So if you get a little bit hot during the day, and you feel like you're getting a bit sort of sticky or clammy, I feel like this is the smell that just pours out of you. So when you're maybe not feeling all that, people go, oh, you smell so nice, and you think, God, I don't feel it. But yeah, so Jo Malone body cream. I don't know how moisturising it is. I think really it's for fragrance and like maybe a little bit of sheen. So it's not like an everyday product, but it's certainly one for today. Will's going to be like, wow, you're so glossy. I'm just browsing the bathroom for anything that I've missed. This is a really cool brand that I actually saw on Dragon's Den. It's a deodorant called Fussy, and it's refillable, and it's kind of like a roll-on. I was never sure about roll-on because I've always used like spray deodorants, but I do find it really comfortable to wear. It sounds really bizarre, but I feel like when I used to spray deodorant, it would almost hurt. Don't know why that was, but yeah, this is the way forward. So Fussy roll-on deodorant. Tan Luxe Illuminating Self-Tan Drops. These are a lifesaver if ever I'm feeling a little bit pale. I drop 1 to 4 drops into my moisturiser, depending on how quickly I need to tan up. So sometimes I'll literally put 1 drop into my moisturiser, and it just gives you that little bit of a glow. It doesn't develop instantly, so it's kind of like you'd do it in the morning, and you'd look like you've got a bit of a colour by the evening. But that is a really, really good product. Great one to have in your bathroom. They do a lighter shade as well. I think this is medium dark, yeah, it is medium dark, and I think they do a light medium, but I would just use less of the product and get the dark medium. Oud and Bergamot from Jo Malone. Wouldn't normally do this until I'm dressed, but I feel like I'm going all out and using everything that I have in the bathroom to show you all. I think that just about does it. So I'm going to quickly go and dry my hair, and I will see you guys in a moment. I'm back, the hair is now dry, and when I'm going for like a natural sort of look, as I mentioned earlier, my hair is a little bit wavy, and when I don't want it to look like I've tried too hard, I just blast it with my fingers, and we actually have a Dyson hairdryer, which is really, really good. So I do recommend that. I then just put a few drops of the OLAPLEX No.7 bonding oil, just so it kind of dampens the hair slightly again, and just allows a little bit of the wave and curl to kind of come back through. And then I just let that dry in by itself, and it just feels really silky and nice, because I'm the kind of person that likes to constantly move my hair around. Probably noticed in our videos I'm always doing this, or I'll move it to the side, move it to the other side. So I don't particularly like it to feel like hairsprayed and stiff, so I'm aware that I've just made it look a little bit like greasy by putting that in, but that will kind of dry in, and a few little flicks and waves will come back through, and that is it. That is pretty much all the things that I use most days skincare wise. So the last thing I should probably mention about skincare that I haven't already is not a product that I use every day, and it is something we've mentioned on the channel before, but it is Botox. Now, I started Botox this year, I'm 32, and I started around my birthday, which was back in January. And I was never sure when to start. I always knew I wanted to do it. And then with our wedding coming up this year, which has now been and gone, as you guys will know, I just wanted to look and feel my absolute best. So I started with the frown, very quickly went in and had my forehead, and then for the wedding I had around my eyes done. Now, I think it's fairly subtle as far as Botox goes, but I absolutely love it. I think it is great. It just, even when I watch the vlogs back, I'm quite expressionate when I speak, and sometimes I just felt like I was really screwing my face up, and I thought, God, as I get older, those lines are really gonna set in. So now, like when I smile, my eyes don't crease. I've got a little bit of movement just above my brows, and the frown, I mean, to be honest, that sometimes looks a bit fake. But that Botox was probably done about maybe 7 weeks ago now, so it's halfway through in my experience. It's kind of journey before needing it done again, around sort of 4 months maybe, ish, in between having it done. It's not for everybody, and this is by no means me saying everyone needs to go and get Botox, but for me, it was really, really beneficial. So guys, that is the end of this video. As I said, I am going to link all of the products and bits and pieces that I spoke about today in the description of this video if you wanted to check any of those products out. I hope this has answered some questions for those of you that did comment regarding our skincare. I hope you enjoyed the video, though it was a bit of a different one. It feels really weird without Will here. I'm so used to standing to the side of the screen because he's normally here, but he is currently downstairs editing the very end of our honeymoon vlog, which I think is going up this evening. So you guys would have already seen that by the time you're watching this. Let us know in the comments if there are any other videos you'd like to see similar or different to this one, and if there are any questions on this video, please comment them and I will do my best to come back to anybody that has any other burning questions. But that's it, that's my skincare. Thank you so much for watching, guys, and I will see you with Will in the next one. Bye, guys.